Hey, good Thursday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majeski back with you here in the North Georgia Majestic Weather Studios with your Talking Live forecast update here on your August 28th, 2025. Well, things aren't looking too bad across East Tennessee and North Georgia here for this afternoon. We got some sunshine. There's a few clouds out there. Some areas a little more than others, but not looking bad. We're all going to dodge a little rain going into the Labor Day weekend, but I'm not expecting a washout. That's the good news. And we're also going to continue with the below normal temperatures going into next week, and we'll give you the latest on the 7-day there in just a second. Now, before we get rolling, if you're watching here on Facebook, make sure you get the Talking Live broadcast channel a like and follow here for today. And if you're watching over on the YouTube side, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future updates. All right, let's go ahead and take a live look there in Chattanooga. We got some sunshine. Yes, we have a little bit of a high clouds in here as expected. That's why we called it partly sunny for today, but really not looking too bad there in the Chattanooga area, as well as over into Lake Chattooga there in North Georgia. We've got a little few clouds there as well, so partly sunny skies continuing here across North Georgia for the rest of the afternoon. Local radar remains quiet. I expect to remain that way for the most part here. Might get a little rain down there into Alabama, but really looking pretty good for our area here over the next day or so. And as we look at our regional perspective, you see where the thunderstorms are over toward Oklahoma and Arkansas. Yeah, they're getting some flooding rains over that way. But you can see all those clouds that are also blowing it across our area. So we're going to continue into that partly sunny zone for today. And I do expect a little more sunshine as we go into your Friday, wrapping up the work week. Looking at your regional radar there, look at all the flooding blowing back over here. These are flash flood warnings here across Arkansas coming down into Mississippi because this rain is what we call training over the same ground. Now, we're not expecting anything like that across our area. We should stay quiet here for the next day or so, so that's good news there. And also the other bit of good news is the tropics remain fairly inactive. Now, we do have a tropical wave back out here that's showing maybe a 20% chance for development. This is a pretty decent wave here. I was kind of surprised we didn't have anything from the Hurricane Center on that one just yet, but that could be updated a little bit later. But for the most part, the tropics here along the East Coast and into the Gulf, both looking quiet here going into Labor Day weekend. Again, I'm expecting activity to pick up out here probably sometime after the 10th, which is actually the technically the height or the pivot, the high water mark for the hurricane season. Get the mouth to work here. All right, let's go take a look at our forecast model data here as we're going to be kind of taking a look at activity that's going to be staying away from us here for the most part here. So you see the activity down there in Mississippi and Alabama and kind of going into Georgia just a little bit, but we might get a little activity. It might try to sneak up in here going into Saturday a little bit, but for the most part, I'm not expecting major this way over the next few days. So let's go ahead and take a look at the forecast map here as I kind of put this into motion for you here. Again, kind of watch that little timestamp here along the top as we kind of see the maps here from our friends from the National Weather Service office as we going into your Friday. Again, that precipitation is expected to stay to the south. And you notice we're getting close. I mean, might get an isolated shower or two going into your Saturday here. Again, nothing too widespread. Sunday, also the same way. Monday, again, maybe an isolated scattered shower or two, but nothing that's going to wipe you out your plans here for anything you may have outside. You may have to find a little cloud cover, a little sunshine, but overall not looking too bad. There's Tuesday. There's Wednesday, and this is going to be the front we're going to watch for next week. This one here potentially could be colder than the one we just had. So I'm going to watch this closely, look at the numbers, but this one looks a little more robust than the one we had before. And we could see temperatures pushing potentially down into the 40s in more locations. We'll see. We got about a week to watch this. If it does, it'll come in heading toward Friday and Saturday of next week. So something to keep an eye on here as we go toward the end of next week. So let's look at your forecast here. Looking at mostly sunny skies here across Chattanooga for you Friday, 85, 59. That'll probably be the warmest day you see here on the 7-day forecast. Regionally looking like this, temperatures very similar to what we had this morning. We'll have a lot of upper 50s to right around 60 degrees, low to mid 50s over into the Carolina mountains there. Daytime highs for tomorrow will be a little bit milder. Again, most locations here in the middle 80s, except for some upper 70s over into the mountains and looking pretty good there overall. How about the next, the regional forecast looking like this? 89 in Nashville, 81 in Memphis, stormy weather over to Jackson, 80 degrees there, 85 down at Destin, and 86 over into Savannah. Next 7 days, here we go, looking like this. Again, not expecting too big of a way of rainfall. Best rain chance coming up maybe to 40-50% on Monday, but again, not a washout through the weekend, and then we kind of keep the temperatures down. I got the rain spiking up there on Thursday, anticipation of that front, if we have any moisture. With it right now, 80-64. That might be a little gung-ho with that rain forecast there. But again, I am expecting a cool down with that front on Thursday So it'll be interesting to see how the Friday and Saturday numbers look out behind that cold front, because that one was looking a little, let's say, a little thicker than what the last one we had. So we'll see how it drops our temperatures off going into the following weekend. So definitely a kind of a cool start. I mean, we are not technically in the fall yet, not until September 22nd. Meteorological fall begins on September 1st, which happens to be on Monday. And right now, I don't see any hot temperatures coming back at us, at least not anytime soon. I posted and said I thought summer was dead. I thought to say we won't see any warm weather or a little humid weather, but I just don't think we're going to see 90-degree temperatures back at us here, especially the way the current weather pattern is shaping up. Again, appreciate you guys checking us out here on the Talking Live broadcast channel. If you are not giving us a like and follow on Facebook, please do so at this time, and make sure you give us a subscribe and give us a thumbs up over on the YouTube channel as well. All right, that's y'all's update for today. You guys take it easy, be good, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow. You guys have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.